Well, things heat up as the trial of an ex-state representative goes into its sixth week in Hamilton County. The indictment of Peter Beck on securities fraud charges followed a Local 12 News investigation. Rich Jaffe joins us now from the newsroom with a look at the impact of today's witness in the case against Beck. Rich.
Cammie, today's witness is one of three professional investment advisors who lost big money in this case. They're known in court as the Three Amigos. If the other two amigos testify like the first guy did, it will be extremely damaging testimony for Beck. The way his attorney went after this guy, it's also clearly testimony that Beck's team doesn't like.
I felt like a sucker.
That's how Bob Prangley felt after investing and losing more than $100,000 to a company called Christopher Technologies. Prangley and his two business partners started investing that money in 2007 after he met Pete Beck at a pig roast.
I believed Pete. I believed, I thought we were on a path of just, basic understanding. Look, here's a CPA, here's the Mayor Mason.
But Prangley says Beck lied to them over and over again about the company and his role.
I asked a question. I got an answer.
What questions you ask?
Are you being compensated?
And who answered it?
Peter Beck.
And what did he say?
He said no.
Prangley says he later found out that Beck was paid not just by SeaTech, where he was the CFO, but by his accounting firm as well. And there was more.
Was the debt of Christopher Technologies discussed?
No. In fact, the question came up, was there any debt?
And who asked that?
Corey Jordan.
And who did he ask that to?
To Pete.
And what did Pete Beck or Pete?
Pete Beck.
Okay. And what did the defendant say?
We don't have any debt.
Early in the afternoon, Beck's lead attorney started going after Prangley, asking, among other things, if their investment in SeaTech was legitimate.
It's your testimony that neither you nor Mr. Bolin, to the extent you know, or Mr. Jordan ever recommended this investment to anyone else.
I never promoted that at all.
Well, isn't it true that you and Mr. Bolin solicited Mr. Jordan to get involved?
No.
No.
While Conan's far from done, what he's really trying to erase is one earlier statement.
At the time you made your investment, who did you trust?
Truly at the time it was Pete Beck.
Bob Prangley will continue on the stand tomorrow, and you can bet he's not going to have any fun because Ralph Conan, the lead attorney for Beck, is going to try really hard to impugn his credibility. But what Conan can't do is change what Prangley and his partners are saying. They invested because Pete Beck and others lied to them. In the newsroom, Rich Jaffe, Local 12 News. Cammie?
Rich, thank you. Prangley's two other partners are expected on the witness stand in the next couple of days. Following them will be Tom Walter, another investor who was featured prominently in our 2012 investigation.